Pickups, that's right, game pickups. We've got games from 8-bit to latest generation. We've also got collectibles. Well, we've only got the one to be fair. And I've yet again got to delve in deep into Big Al's box. Let's get into it. Right, hello all, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a gaming pickup. I've got some, I think, some pretty good tasty stuff this time. We've got stuff, like I say, from 8-bit. We're going Commodore 64, we're going NES, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Sega Saturn, but the bulk of the love has been given to the Dreamcast this time. And we've also got Big Al's box to have a really good rummage around. So, I hope everyone's well. I really do. I hope fuel crisis, that's the latest bleeding thing, isn't it? Oh my god. I had to go to 3 garages before I could actually fill up, and it cost me an absolute fortune. World gone mad. Well, at least the UK's gone mad. Right, we'll start off with, I think, should we do the Commodore 64. The one game I got, the Commodore 64. Box is a little battered, but I'm sure I can do something with that. And its cartridge. I quite like collecting cartridges. I would really like to get hold of the Lozenger. Now, for those that don't know what the Lozenger is, it is the GS system. It's the Commodore console, and if I remember, I'll put a picture up there. It was really a failed console because a lot of the cartridge games that were out at the time, you actually needed to press the space button to get the game to start. Because obviously these games were made for not just the console version, but for the Commodore 64, you just plug it in the back and away you go, because it had a cartridge slot, as you all know. But the console didn't come with any keyboard. Crazy, I know. But there you go, Terminator 2. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and for those that don't even know what the hell I'm going on about when I say cartridges and Commodore 64, Ocean Game, of course, there you go. There's your cartridge. Plug that in, away you go. And the instruction manual, which, as I suppose, classic Commodore style. In fact, just mark that one. Yeah, it all folds. But the box, it's not too bad. I could probably flatten that a bit more. I don't know if you can get box protectors for these. If you're in the know, let me know, please. I would really like to potentially put this in a proper box protector, but some of the others I've got, because they didn't use a standard size box. They're like PC games, these things. They came in all shapes and sizes, but if there is something out there to protect that, that'd be great. And of course, Judgment Day, what a film, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The game, from what I can remember, just sort of portray the film, but just happy to put that into my collection. Now I'm going to move on to 2 games now for the N-Gage. And these were given to me, well, not given, we swapped, basically. We swapped games, and I gave him 2 from my collection, and he's given me 2 from, well, I suppose his at the time. And it's Feed Me Chicken, before I forget. And it reminds me, I've got to do a video for him. He wants me to do a video for him, and I said I would, and it keeps slipping my mind. I do apologise. But fair dues to the guy. He messages in this forum, is there anybody out there that obviously has Engage games? Have you got these? And I messaged him back to say, yes, I've got Splinter Cell. And he basically messaged back to say, do you want to swap? Because I can't play sealed games. Honestly, God, it's sealed. It's sealed. So it's a minter. It's mint in the box, sealed. As you can see, the security tabs are all in place still. Absolutely mint in the box. So I said, yeah, I've got my version. I sent him pictures. I posted mine off to him, and he posted these off to me. But the second game that he showed, I didn't have. But I did have a duplicate, and you'll have to forgive me because I can't remember what game I actually sent him. But I got, in return, MotoGP. And again, sealed. There you go. All sealed. Brand spanking new. Mint in the box. Now, that's something that does me nutty. Mint or near mint. First of all, there's no such thing as near mint. It's either one or the other. That's mint because it's sealed. Right? Some people would class that as near mint, and you're mental if you do. But that is mint complete in box because it's sealed, and that's it. You can't get any better than that, a sealed game. But other people out there try to make out that the condition is extremely good or it's a proper mint game. It's not mint because it's not sealed. End of. Mini rant over. So, I've got them off him. I will get around to doing that video for you, pal. I just keep forgetting. I'll probably try and get it done sometime today for you. I've got a few ideas of what I'm doing. Moving on to... And it's a bit of a giggle, this one, in all fairness. I showed you this game in a pickup. Sweet Home. Now, this is Fan Brewery Games. Basically, what they've done is they've redone the game so that you can play it in English. It's a Japanese-only game. It only ever originally came out on the Famicom. And I saw this on the NES, and I thought, oh, go on, I'll have that. But being the idiot that I am, I didn't give it any thought. So I ordered myself some instructions because they were separate. They were really cheap, to be fair. I only paid £5 for the instructions. And they're in pretty good condition. I'll just put that up close. So I'm really happy. As you can see, Capcom game. As he throws them again, as usual. But I just wanted... Because, you know, it's a fake game. I get that. So I wanted a fake box, but I didn't give it any thought. I got the box, but I got the Famicom box. And I can't find anyone that does one for that. And as you can see, there's no bloody way that's ever going to go in there. Stupid boy. So, I've actually just gone and ordered the Famicom version. Not the Japanese, the fan-translated version. And it costs about £10. So at least I've got a box... And I got some instructions, and it's partially complete. I would like to get the Japanese version at some point, but I suppose this has probably cost me now in total, and if I include the buying of 2 games, it's cost me 10, 20, 30 quid. So it's cost me 30 quid in total for everything. And I may just try and pass that on to anybody who maybe wants it. To buy the Japanese version, be prepared to spend anything up to £150. It's as simple as that. It's a quite sought after game, but I got this because I was watching. I think it was Top 5, and this is rated really highly as being one of the goriest games of the time. So it just caught my imagination. You know, if this was proper gore back then. You know, nothing like today's, obviously, standards, but how gory is it? So I wanted to see it for my own eyes, and that's the main reason why I purchased it, to be quite honest. What should we move on to now? Should we do Big Al's box, or... Tell you what, we'll do the one game I got for the Sega Saturn first, and that's D. And as you can see, it's got some tape wrapped around it. Luckily, and it's not in bad condition. I'm really happy with this. I got it quite cheap, to be fair. Not £3 cheap, but I got it cheap. A lot cheaper than the going rate. Now, the tape that he put round it, I thought, oh my god, no, it's PVC tape, and it is PVC tape. And for a second I thought, oh Jesus, because he said that he had tape around it, but it just slides off. So what I think he's gone and done is he's taped it backwards first. Yeah, he has. He's taped it backwards first and then taped it again, I think. That's what it looks like he's done. So it's just a little strap. And the reason for that is quite simple. These are notorious for coming apart. Now, as you can see, and I'll try and get this nice and close. There you are, it's perfect. You can see the glue. The glue's obviously gone completely off now, and it's come away from the plastic. Now, there's two things you can do with this. You can either just slap some more glue on and stick it back on, but I think that would make it stick out a bit more. So what I'm actually going to try and do, and you can see the glue is cracked, I'm going to try and heat the glue up a little bit. Then I'm going to try and remove it, and then I'll try and put new glue on it, and then that will make this great. But just to show you the insides, there you go. And the condition of the manual, in fact, yeah, it's come off, as I suspected it would. The manual is in great condition. More than happy. The discs, do you know what? Barely a blemish. Barely a blemish on them. So I'm really, really happy. Been wanting to put this in the collection for quite some time, but it always felt that it was costing too much. You know what I mean? You know, just way too much than what it should do. No, I'm not sure which way. Ah, it goes that way. Yeah, that's it. So, that's D. What does it say on the back? Spine-tingling action. Stare into the eyes of madness. It's not too bad, to be fair. But I really am enjoying this, because the Sega Saturn was the very first console I ever purchased with my own money. I picked that over the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, because back then, and forgive me if I've told this story before, when we went out to purchase a console, me and the wife, I picked the Sega Saturn because I said, who are Sony in the console market? They're not going to last 5 minutes. Sega have been it for absolutely ages now. Well, go Sega, because that just seems to be better than Nintendo at the moment. Yep, how wrong I was, because not long shortly after, they pulled out the console market altogether. And up to that point, I'd never even heard of a Dreamcast. So, yeah, when they did that, I went out and bought myself a PlayStation, and the rest of it's history. But, yeah, happy to be adding to that. I've not purchased really any Sega Saturn for ages now. It seems to be fluctuating, shall we say, up and down on price, but happy to put that into the collection. Just put that there. Big Al's box. Let's do Big Al's box next. Right. Oh my god. I swear this thing's getting heavier when it should be getting lighter. So, one big box. I can't be bothered donning a glove, so we are going straight in, and I've got a big stack. Got my hands on a big bugger. Right, there we go. Let's chuck them to there. Let's get rid of the box. Over there. Right, we've pulled out what looks to be a poster, a ruck of Xbox 360, and one PlayStation 2 game. So, oh yes. Starting with an absolute classic. And I will tell you the story behind this. But there we have it, BioShock on the 360. only on Xbox 360 and Windows. Was that true? Was that because I bought this on the PlayStation 2. So, don't know how much I believe that. Whether or not it was a timed exclusive, I don't know. But this is a brilliant game. Obviously, complete. I originally bought Bioshock 2 before buying the original Bioshock. I was about half an hour into Bioshock 2. And I remember messaging my mate Andy at the time and saying, mate, what the hell are we doing playing this? Stop playing it now. I've just gone out and bought the original Bioshock, and it's an incredible game. You've got to play the original first, because it is a continuation. Or at least that's the way it felt. And that's what I did. So I started playing Bioshock 2 first, and then I went out and purchased this immediately. I got it secondhand from CX at the time, really cheap. But what a fantastic game. And if you've not played it, I don't know if it is out on Xbox One, but there was a remastered version for the PlayStation 4. In fact, it was also free at one point on the PlayStation 4. And these are incredible first-person shooting games that you must try. Don't know anything about this next one. Brink. Not got a clue. Again, complete. Not got a clue on this one. Battle Stations Midway. Well, looking at the back, it looks tasty. And I do like a bit of a, strategy fighting game, which I'm hoping this is what this is. This war is your war. You'll fight the greatest battles of the Pacific War using a breathtaking blend of action and strategy. So I'm happy about that. I really do enjoy my strategy games. I don't play them anywhere near as much as I should, but I really do enjoy it. Right, poster. We'll show that at the end, because I'm not sure. The one PlayStation 2 game, Real Play Golf, with a semi-fit bird on the front. The only golf game that comes with its very own wireless golf club. So I need to pick up the golf club. Thanks, Al. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12, EA Sports, Masters. Golf going on at the moment. I don't know how well or good we've done, but I imagine when I was looking at it last, we were terrible and we were losing the Ryder Cup. So, not good. Now, I've always wanted to play this. Will You Survive the Island? Lost, the video game. I really did, like many other people. I enjoyed the TV series a hell of a lot. So, I'm very interested in giving that one a go. Kinetic game. So, London Olympics. Sega game. It does look pretty good on the back. I don't play many... Well, I say I don't play many sports games. The most sports games I actually play is football. But I don't really play much others. Oh, what a classic. What a classic. Battlefield 4. What a great game that is. I enjoy the Battlefield games. I just seem to play the COD ones more, to be fair. But great. Now, that poster... Well, I'm unravelling it slowly, but I haven't got a clue what it is. Oh, it's Freedom Finger. It's an actual poster for Freedom Finger. Let freedom fing. There you go, I'll put myself completely out of shot. I didn't know this was in there, Al. When I'm folding it completely wrong. That's Big Al's box, and there's still a ruck of, as Stu would put it, 360 tat in there. So these are all adding to the collection. So that's a nice stack there. I've not got any of these, so happy about that. Oh, God. Right, they've been thrown. I'm going to take a quick sip of coffee. Yes, it's now gone morning. It's now early afternoon. Too early for beer. Oh, and that's fresh. And it's very, very strong. Let's do all the PlayStations, and I'm going to leave the Dreamcast to last, because I'm really happy that I'm able to expand that. And I'm expanding it quite cheaply. I'm quite surprised. I've got more stuff on the way. So, we're going to start off with the PlayStation 1. And I picked this up because I actually enjoy Batman games. I enjoy them all, in all fairness. And I've not come across this one. And it's Batman of the Future, Return of the Joker. I've not come across this one before. PlayStation 1 looks pretty tidy on the back. Let's just put the manual there. So there you have it, all complete. So I'm very intrigued to give this one a go. But I do enjoy the Batman games, and I've not really purchased any PlayStation 1 games for a long time. So really happy to have that. Now, these next two, I can't remember the name of the channel, but it was all to do with forgotten PlayStation 1 gems. And I purchased this first one because of that. I purchased the second one because it's a sequel. And it is Street Skater. This came out before Tony Hawk's. And it looks to be an absolutely cracking skating game. It really does look good. Manual in there as well. So, because it looked that good, and because it is also that cheap, I thought I'd give it a go. I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to zoom in enough on that, but there you go. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. So, happy to have that. This one came through, case slightly cracked. You can't win sometimes, can you? But Skater 2, Street Skater 2. I would imagine, obviously, more the same. More track studs and everything. And again, that is nice. Nice condition. In fact, if you remember the discs, not a blemish. It's the way it should be. So I'm really happy to put a couple of, I suppose, or supposed to be, hidden gems into the PlayStation collection. So happy with them. This next one, I got it because I'm a big fan of the series, manga and all that. They did bring out the film. I can't remember who starred in that. I think it was the same bird from Resident Evil. I can't remember her bloody name anyway. But it's Ghost in the Shell. Case is damaged, so that'll have to get replaced. But the game is complete. And again, not a blemish. Not a blemish on the disc. So, it looks pretty good. In a world without borders, terrorism knows no limits. Happy to give that a try. And again, it's only cheap. But I just stumbled across that. Where did I get that from now? Might have been CX. I can't remember. But I just stumbled across it and thought, oh right, I'll have that. And this last one, I say last one, it's not. It's the last one I had in my pile then. PlayStation 3. I was watching Big Game Al. I didn't realise I've got this game on plenty of other consoles. The Wii is a brilliant way of playing it because I can play it on the Wii U, so I can play it on a modern television. You know, it's a shooter. But House of the Dead Overkill, Director's Cut. Sorry, Extended Cut, not Director's Cut.
A howling hellcat humping a hot steel hog. A seductive she-devil leading a pair of pigs on a roaring rampage of revenge.
You boys comfortable?
Like a sardine in a motherfucking tin can.
Was that a thanks for saving my worthless pig hide I just heard, Lieutenant Limp Dick?
We're both very appreciative of you coming to our rescue, Miss.
Varla! Varla guns! No wisecracks, okay?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What did I just say?
Guns? All the fucking guns? What kind of name is that?
The name I was born with, dipshit! You see my...
If you like your classic light gun shooters, you cannot go wrong with this sort of game. It is fantastic. But, just as Al pointed out, mine is proper complete as well, because I've also got the sealed 3D glasses. If you don't get these, it's not complete. And reversible covers. It's like a comic strip. I mean, brilliant. Brilliant. Jasper there. Let's see if I can get a bit closer in for you. There you go. How good does that look? So, I'm really happy to put that to the collection, because I've not added that many PlayStation 3 games. I've been concentrating, or trying to concentrate more, basically on the Dreamcast. On the Dreamcast. There's plenty of others out there. I mean, certain consoles I don't really buy for, not unless somebody makes a good recommendation. Certainly NES, stuff like that, N64. I know I showed one I picked up, but that's probably the only one I picked up this year. They're just too expensive, so what's the point in going down that avenue when there's plenty over here that just are way cheaper. And so I'll grab those really cheap ones, and then when you guys have finished picking up all those other retro classic titles and you've moved on, I'll swoop in and pick up what scraps are left. PlayStation 4, and then PlayStation 5, and then we're on to the Dreamcast. So, PlayStation 4. The reason why I purchased this game, I finally got round to playing the PS3 version. I did a playthrough of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, I think it's one of the best games I've played this year. That good. Just almost in the style of a classic point and click as well. The art style is incredible, I think it's such an underrated game. I don't see hardly anyone playing it. There was only one other guy that was playing it at the time, exactly the same time I was. And it was interesting watching what he was deciding to do and so on. And that is The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. I picked it up for the PlayStation 4 because I was playing the PS3 version. This has come out so many times now. Obviously, you don't get much. But, like I say, it is the definitive. So it does include all 4 seasons, 400 days, and 2, Michonne and exclusive bonus features. Inlay has 4, blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying it again in bloody foreign, but so basically it's the whole lot. But because I'm a stickler, I will look to pick up the other PS3 versions and that, because I just want to add them to my collection anyway, because that's just me all over. But this game, and I know the rest, if they carry on being the same, is a fantastic game series, and if you've never bothered with it, you really need to. It's fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The story is so deep, and the decisions you must make at times are actually extremely difficult. You know, do I save the young boy or do I save the guy? You got to try and think that, yeah, okay, if I save the young boy, I've saved a young boy. But he could certainly fight off zombies a damn sight better than a kid. It's those sort of decisions you've got to make. But a fantastic game. You must check that one out. Right, we're moving over to the PS5. I've only picked up 2 games for it, but I've picked up a couple of corkers. Now, this first one I picked up because I've played and... Did we complete it? Do you know what? I can't remember now. The original PlayStation 1 version. It then did get a remaster for the PlayStation 4. And the latest game is Oddworld Soulstorm, and that's the Day 1 edition. Just to show you, it's a lovely steelbook. Got it from Amazon. Got it really cheap. I think it was £25 from Amazon. As you open it up, obviously nothing to see until you take the disc out. There he is, Azabe. So, we had so much fun playing this. I still haven't had a chance to pick up the PS4 remastered version of the original game. So, my wife is certainly looking forward to me playing this one. So, whether or not I do a playthrough will be a completely different kettle of fish. But really happy. Dirt cheap Amazon. I think this was 40, 50, £60 game. Really cheap. And the other game I picked up for the PlayStation 5, it's still sealed. Oh my word. And according to everyone that's doing professional reviews of this game, it's already Game of the Year. I've watched a few people play it. I've thrown that at them. Is this supposed to be Game of the Year? And the people I've spoke to have said, yes, it's got the potential, but let's see what else comes out between now and the end of the year. Deathloop. It's got such... You know, I'm watching it, I'm watching people play it, and is he in some sort of alternative reality because of what happens? It just looks so interesting. You know, you die, you start from the beginning again. So, very similar, I suppose, in some regards to... Was it Returnal? If I've got that wrong, then... But you know what I mean. That one, the sci-fi one where she dies and she starts again at the beginning. But with this one, you've got an assassin that could step in and take you out as well. So, I need to crack the seal on this and give it a go. But everyone's giving it almost 10 out of 10. Everyone. So, potentially, Game of the Year. We'll wait and see. Right, we're down to the Dreamcast, and we've got quite a few here. Dreamcast did get the actual... I just remembered something. I've not done my collector's item. I'll do that first, and then I'll get the Dreamcast underway. And I don't collect many action figures, dolls, whatever you want to call them, because I just don't have the room. But you know I enjoy my Dead by Daylight. I really do enjoy playing that. It's out every Monday. So every Monday I'll play as a killer and 2 survivors. Shameless plug there. But every Monday, guys, Dead by Daylight. And I found a company who basically, they just make figures for, well, they make it for all sorts. Now, these are not specifically made for Dead by Daylight killers. Maybe they want to look at that, but let's just show it. Pinhead. Mint in box, still sealed. And I'm sorry, I'm going to come in a bit close there. So you can see you've got different hands, you've got blades, different head, and you've got the box. The box. But they also do the likes of Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Leatherface. So there's just a few Dead by Daylight killers. So I thought I might just carry on getting the others. Now this was heavily reduced. I couldn't believe how cheap it was, because when I spotted it, it'd already been reduced from £50 to £30. And then I don't know whether or not they were doing something special for last weekend, but it got reduced to 20 quid, and that's when I pounced. So 20 quid. I think I picked up a bit of a bargain. It's still sealed. I was going to open it, and then the wife went, "No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sealed, mint, in the box. What are you doing?" And then she went to open it, and she went like this. And I then screamed, "Get a bloody knife." She didn't open it. Whether or not I will, I don't know. But Hellraiser, Pinhead. And if you've not seen the film, 1987, whoa, what are you doing? Go and check the film out. Scared the shit out of me back in the day. Right, Dreamcast. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm saying 8. I'm just quickly checking around, make sure I've not left any. Yes, it's another 8. Another 8 to be added to the Dreamcast collection. It's really coming along now. I'm very happy with it. I really do enjoy checking out these games, which they've just totally passed me by. And you know what? The Dreamcast was a really, really good system. I really wish they hadn't have given up on it as quickly as they did, because I think it would have maybe improved, and if they'd have come out with a Dreamcast 2 like everybody still wants them to, I really do think it would have been quite successful. But who am I? Right, the first one. Evolution, the world of sacred device. Not got a clue. And it's nice to actually have one which is not broke. In fact, I don't think any of these are broke. They almost look brand new, but they're not. So they're just in very good condition. The discs, excuse me. The discs as well, yeah. The minters, listen to me, blemish free. So, great to add that. Not got a clue what it's about. The back of it, the graphics look fantastic. Evolution, the world of sacred device, transports you into a great fantasy world. Explore the vast ruins. Another one. Bit of a pricey one, to be fair. But Grand Theft Auto 2, you know, one of the original top-down GTA games. I remember playing these back in the day on the PS1. I really did. So again, game, manual. I'm not going to bother showing you more, but it's in fantastic condition. It really is. So that's number 2. We'll quickly skip this. He wants to be a millionaire. Because I want a complete collection, I've got to have it. Now, this next one. Like gun games, I suppose the only way I'd be able to play this is basically if I get myself another CRTV. But it is Confidential Mission. Again, the condition. Oh, I'm happy to be able to pick these up in such good condition. It just makes a really nice, refreshing change. Because these cases, let's be honest, they're fucking terrible. They really are. You stare at one too long and it'll crack. NHL 2K. It looks really good at the back. Sorry. It looks really good. And again, I don't know, I said I wasn't going to do this, but the condition, absolutely fantastic. So really happy. This next one, pricey. I believe it is pricey, but Blue Stinger. Again, complete, all complete. This one just intrigues me so much. Survive the terror of the dinosaur island. So that's the reason why I got this. Well, that and I want a complete collection, of course. But something on the lines of Dino Crisis? Somebody let me know, please. This next one I've already got, but it was going that cheap. The condition is, again, absolutely fantastic. Rainbow Six. So I'll be moving on my copy because extremely good condition. I can't complain at that, not one bit. And the last one, again, another game which, you know, I've seen loads of people play it. I've seen loads of people talk about it. And it just looks really quirky. And it is Toy Commander. I really do like the way that you're playing as a toy in a real environment. And again, the condition. Absolutely brilliant. There is still good quality games out there to be had if you look hard enough. And what the hell is that? What the schmeg? That'll be me in another 10 years. Oh, brilliant. I've got all them. I'm not sure that last one there. I'm not sure of that one. But it's always nice to get everything in these games. Always nice to get them complete, or as complete as possible. So we're going to throw that in there. They'll get put into nice protective boxes. And we're there, guys. I think that's it. Oh, my word. I haven't got a clue. I say I haven't got a clue. I'm just looking over the computer. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Wow. That seemed to fly by for me, to be quite honest. But 40 minutes is what it is. I've got more stuff. I've always got more stuff coming in to me. There's a few games out there that I've been trying to get for a while, and the prices of games, it just feels like it's getting a bit ridiculous. This bubble that's been created. And there's a lot of scandal out there at the moment, certainly with sealed games. Sealed games, if I can pick them up at the same price, I'll always take a sealed game. But I don't go out looking for sealed games because, do you know what? They're just vastly overpriced. They're all the way up here. I'm not interested in that one little bit. But the bubble has burst, certainly on certain types of games. Atari 2600 I think is certainly one of them. Does anybody really care out there anymore about collecting for Atari 2600? I do, but I think the vast majority of people don't. So I'm on the lookout again for Atari 2600 at the moment. I just don't think people are going after those sort of systems, which is great news for me because I'll try and pick up some bargains now that people are trying to move on. But I think the game system's still at the moment, because of these, and I'm going to call them scammers because that's what they are. They're trying to artificially raise prices. N64, NES, in fact, almost anything attached with Mario at the moment. There's no game out there that's worth $1.5 million, even if it's sealed or not. Totally. It's laughable. Totally laughable. And I do not believe that the market will sustain in that way. But, when I come to retirement and wonder what my collection's worth, will it be worth anywhere near as much as I think? Possibly not, in all fairness. But it'd be a nice collection, because I'm doing this not just for myself, I'm doing it for my kids. And I'd like to think they would carry on the collecting. Right, well, I'm going to push off now because I also feel I'm waffling a little. and we're about to take it to the 44 minute mark, and you know, I've got stuff to be getting on with, and I bet you have as well. Right, if you're new to the channel and you're still on the fence, debating whether or not you're going to support me or subscribe to me or not, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, that I keep you up to date with my content. I try to bring out as much varied content as possible, and I've got a massive backlog catalogue of content for you guys to check out. So please hit the like button, it really does help. And if possible, when supporting anyone, don't just drop in, hit the like and move on, because it actually causes damage to people's channels. Right, you know what I mean. I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me. Catch you lot all again. Take care. Woohoo!